family besties in the building. I'm Caroline.
And I'm Kim, and today we are talking about Amanda Bynes after the Amanda Bynes show that Caroline was so gracious to film last week while I was on vacation. So thank you for that, girl.
You're welcome. She was in Greece, living it up.
Yeah.
Italy too, right?
Yeah, a few cities in Italy too, which I will say Greece was beautiful, but I loved Italy. Italy was my heart, man.
It just has something about
Yes.
it. Yeah.
There was a lot of character in the streets and like the culture I vibed with so much more. And I love, love, love like a city that has like city, but then has nature all with intermixed with
Yeah.
it. Like we went to have you heard of Termino?
Maybe.
I'm probably pronouncing it wrong to be honest.
Yeah.
It's right outside of Messina, I think it's called. Um we had to hike that's a story in itself. Oh my gosh. We had to hike this huge cliff just to get to the city because the bus system was not like vibing and there's like, there's no Ubers there.
Yeah.
Oh girl. But I low-key loved it because you know me, I love a good hike and everything. So
hmm
I was vibing. That was a story, but it was so beautiful. So highly
Sounds.
recommend everyone to go visit Italy if you are able to. But anyways, back to Amanda
Yeah.
Bynes.
We're gonna talk about why one of the biggest 2000s teen stars almost disappeared entirely from public view today. And
Just
after hearing
wild.
everything at the end, you'll be like, yeah, I could see why we barely see her anymore.
Literally. And it's crazy to think too, because I know you were doing like your research and found that she was born April 3rd, 1986, which I thought she was much older than that, but
No, she's
like,
around the same time as Lindsay Lohan and the Olsen twins.
yeah, which is wild. And Thousand Oaks, California, which I've never even heard of, but
But it makes sense. It was California. That's where all the child stars, basic California or like New
true.
York, New Jersey area.
Yeah, no, that is very true. I think with what she looks like now, that's why I think she looks older than what she is, which is sad, but
Just with plastic
Hollywood.
surgery.
Yeah.
But she was the youngest of three, which she has youngest child energy. So when I
I could
read
see
that,
that.
I was like, that makes sense. Like trying to
Yeah,
make
no,
everyone laugh because usually the youngest is kind of the jokester.
for sure, for sure.
And she started acting professionally at age 7, which, yeah, she was still pretty young. But she started in a lot of commercials from Buncher Crunch to Barbie and Taco Bell. So she was in a lot of big commercials.
Yeah, such a young age. And then it looked like she acted in plays such as like Annie, Secret Garden, Music Band, Sound of Music, which um was fascinating because I feel like she low-key would have a good musical voice, you
Yeah, I
know?
think she can sing. But she just
Yeah.
chose, she
n-
could have been a theater kid, but she chose the comedy.
Yeah. I mean, I love it that like you go with what you're good at because I think she really is good at the comedy versus like more of
She
like
has,
a
yeah,
she's a
she's,
personality role, right? That you think? Because I feel like
I
most of her
think she
roles is
doesn't
comedic
play, well, I don't feel like they're all similar because she can play a
per
lot of
se.
different funny characters.
Yeah, yeah. Like in What a Girl Wants, which we'll talk about in a little bit, like that she's not as comedic. It's more of like a I don't even know what that would be. Like
Drama,
yeah, yeah.
because it wasn't a romantic comedy. I don't want to
True.
describe it as that.
True.
But what kickstarted her career, which I talked about last week, was when she was spotted at the LA Laugh Factory at a comedy camp. And a
So
producer,
fascinating.
I thought that was really cute. And a producer
Mhm.
spotted her performance, which led her to be cast on All That, which led to The Amanda Show, and then
Whoop,
Taffy on
whoop.
Rugrats. And I did not know she was in Rugrats.
I did not know that either. To be honest, I can't even think of who Taffy is. Not a
I
main
don't really.
character.
I did watch Rugrats. I remember watching the movie and
Oh yeah,
everything.
same. Unless
Taffy.
Taffy was one of the twins.
She was the one with purple hair. I
Oh,
can't. I
fascinating. I
remember
can't put
watching it
that.
a lot, but I can't remember.
Yeah, how do you remember? But after wrapping the Amanda show, she wanted to move on from Nickelodeon and she went on to star in, I think, probably one of everyone's classic favorites of Amanda Bynes, Big Fat Liar with Frankie Muniz in 2002. And then following that, I know this is one of Carol's favorites, What a Girl Wants, which
Yeah.
premiered on Amanda's 17th birthday in 2003, which I did not know that.
I had that bad boy on DVD. I watched it
Ah,
every
I love
day.
that. Isn't that what made you kind of love London?
Yeah, I think so. And Amanda
Yeah.
Bynes.
Yeah,
Like,
of
I loved her
course.
from the Amanda show, but then after that, I was like, oh. Also, I
Just the
forgot about
best.
Frankie Muniz.
Oh my gosh, I think he kind of dropped off
But wasn't he
the
the big
planet.
thing of the moment at that? Like, he
Huge.
was the bigger name in the movie over Amanda.
Absolutely. No, no, for sure. Because he was in Malcolm in the Middle, right? Yeah. I was like, wait. I get him and even Stevens get dude confused.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, yeah.
But I found it crazy that she was also considered for the role of Elizabeth Turner in Pirates of the Caribbean.
I didn't
Isn't that
know
cool?
this. That was wild and so cool. And like
Yeah.
I love Amanda Bynes, but I'm so sorry. Keira
Keira
Knightley
Knightley.
has
Yeah.
everyone over in that role.
Which is why I was like, oh, she's a character actor. Because if she was strongly considered for that role, she must have been able
Yeah.
to play like
Yeah,
that
you're
damsel kind of dramatic role,
so
right?
true. That is so true. But yeah, no, I'm sorry. I cannot picture her for the life of me being Elizabeth Turner. That is always
They
going to
have
be Keira
similar
Knightley.
looks, like hair coloring, but she has
Mhm.
such a
Oh yeah.
baby face, like her cheeks.
Yeah. No, she
And
does. She
Keira
does.
Knightley has like that, has a period face where she can star
Yes.
in those and not look out of
Yes.
place, where
No,
Amanda
for
looks.
sure.
I mean, she could, but it's just Keira Knightley has that look.
No,
That's why she
you're
did so good in Pride and Prejudice, too.
phenomenal. I know that's one of your faves too. I would say it's one of my faves too. Like
Yeah,
that's a
I think it's
classic
every
faves.
girl's favorite
Yes.
just because of the. Anyway, so and then she starred. I remember watching this after school on ABC Family, but she
One of my
starred,
favorite.
yeah, in What I Like About You from 2002 to
Yes.
2006.
I watched this religiously with my
Yeah,
sister. When I tell you the obsession that we had from the show, and the worst part is I actually liked Jenny Garth's character much more than Amanda Bynes' character in this show.
really.
I vibed with Jenny Garth so much. I loved her. Val,
Hmm.
woohoo. And then Vinny. Oh my
I
God, Vinny.
remember. I should
Oh,
watch it. It was a good show. Watching
girl, we
Vinny.
gotta rewatch it because
I remember all the guy characters were really cute.
amazing. Just
Yeah,
jaw-dropping cute.
like they
But
all
Vinny had
had.
my heart.
Which one was Vinny? Was he
Jenny
Amanda's?
Garth's firefighter,
The
like her
firefighter guy.
final
Yes,
love
I remember
interest.
him.
Yes, he
Yeah,
was
he was
the
cute.
best. Oh, I need to rewatch it now.
But
Okay,
she, I
sorry.
didn't realize how much good stuff she was in. I keep forgetting about like, cause you only remember all the bad stuff that happened to them that you forget. Like
True.
with Lindsay Lohan, I'm like, oh my god, she was in so many good
Yes.
movies.
Yeah, no. I mean, they were both really popular and good for their eras and ages and all that kind of stuff because after What I Like About You, she was in like in my opinion like
The
her best
best
movie,
movie ever.
She's the Man in 2006,
Yeah,
by far her best role in my opinion that she ever did.
I got a lifetime of knowledge. And just everything she did,
Yes.
still cool.
So
It's
good. It was
still funny.
classic.
Like
Absolutely.
to this day, like that shows it aged well, and it wasn't written for the time. It was a just classic piece.
I agree. I agree. And it was like you don't get like such unique concepts for films these days as one as that. Like literally
Yeah,
such a unique concept for a film. You're entertained the whole time.
yeah. I think it was
Overall,
taken from a Shakespeare play, and
oh
they
my
put a modern
gosh.
twist on it, like
Wait, I
the
think you're
Twelfth
right.
Night, wasn't it?
Yes, I
Yeah,
completely forgot about that. Yeah, you're totally right. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
and
wow,
they
that brought
put a
back
modern
mem.
twist on it, and they just
Yes.
did such a good job.
So good. And
Twelfth
I
Night,
know.
that's what it
Did
was.
you ever you liked Hairspray, right? Because that was the
Yeah,
next
I
one after that.
loved Hairspray.
I have yet to see that one.
It's a good one.
Does she sing in it?
Yeah,
She does? Okay, so I'm gonna have to watch it. I know
I
it's a
think she does.
classic.
Yeah, they all sing in it, which makes that's oh that also is why her being in The Sound of Music makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And I loved Sydney White. Did you
Sydney
ever
White
watch
was
Sydney
a
White?
yeah. I've watched all her movies. I think I
I
like
feel like we had to,
yeah.
you know? It was like a like as a young girl, like she was like one of like the, I would say like
She
what
was
what
one of
did
my
we say,
favorite
founding fathers?
actresses. Yeah, she's one of the, yeah, like if you don't do the Disney founding fathers, she's one of the
Like
like
Hollywood
teen tween
regular.
girl founding
Yeah.
fathers. Yeah.
Yeah. Sydney White was really good, and I'm trying to remember her role in Easy A because I know that said it
She
was
was
in 2010.
Mary Ann. She was like a
I
righteous
gotta
Christian, judgmental. She did a really good
what?
job. It was really funny.
Okay, because all I
I
really
think it's on Prime or Hulu or something.
I'm
You
gonna
can
rewatch
watch
it
it.
because I have seen it, but it's been so long since I've seen it. I'm like, I don't even remember her in it. All I remember is Emma Stone.
I think she had a little bit of an accent in it, but she was just the judgmental, and she had this face she would make when she was. It was really good. She did a great job.
Gold.
But
Gosh, it makes me sad to think where she is now, which we'll get into more in a little bit, compared
she,
to like
she was
she
just a
probably
girl
had
that wanted to make
such
people laugh, which
yeah,
makes me really
but
sad.
yeah, and it comes. I've just read this quote from Robin Williams a little while ago. It's just like the happiest people were some of the saddest people, or like some of the, or what was the quote? It was something like, the people that try to make others laugh the most are some of the saddest people you'll ever like know because like
That
they
makes
know how,
sense.
you know what I mean? And then obviously we
Yeah.
know what happened to Robin Williams, which is so sad, but he was always one of the funniest people. And now knowing what like Amanda Bynes,
Yeah.
has
I
gone through
think
and stuff.
she compartmentalized a lot of her trauma and
Yeah.
that it just didn't work and then it came all spilling out. But
Yeah,
she was still
no.
kind of struggling even during this time. We just didn't know about it
True. So
because
true.
in a 2018 Paper magazine interview, she talked about how when she's the man, she went into a depression for like 4 to 6 months because she didn't like how she looked dressed as a boy.
So sad. It's like it's an acting role. It's not that
Yeah.
serious, but
And then it made her,
unfortunately,
yeah, like it made her feel like she was having an out of body experience,
yeah,
which is a bummer.
that
And
is, it
then,
is.
and that's kind of like how she felt. And then she got those other roles in
Mhm.
Hairspray and Sydney White. And then after those, she said she was retiring. But then she got the role as Mary Ann in Easy A. But then
Which is
that
good.
role was her last role before it kind of like all started falling apart.
Ugh. Which is so crazy because that was literally 15 years ago. And I know that
Yeah.
like you were doing the research and you saw that she said that she couldn't stand her appearance in Easy A too, which is
Yeah, I
wild
think
because
she has a
she,
body issues on top of her
yeah.
mental issues.
Yeah, no, for sure. But she did say that she was high on weed when she saw it, and she didn't know if it was like a drug-induced psychosis or something, but it affected her brain in a different way.
Makes me
Another
wonder
be
what kind of weed she was smoking.
yeah, I'm
I was like, it must
like,
have been some heavy stuff.
For real. And it's wild that it would change her perception to such an extent that she pretty much retired from acting after this, and she did it by posting on Twitter. Which if anybody remembers how active she was on Twitter, like I feel like that was just a part of history you don't forget.
Yeah.
Um, which
This
leads us
won't be
into
the
a whole
last
thing.
time Amanda makes headlines for her tweets. And
Yeah.
now we're going to dive into all her crazy Twitter activity. And this is where she
Which
went from being remembered for her comedy and acting to being defined by her mental health and tabloid struggles.
which so sad, but this is the reality of Hollywood, everyone.
But this also, I forgot, was the same time as Lindsay Lohan's crash out. So these judges must have been exhausted because they're
Can you
they just
imagine?
between the two of them, they were in and out of court 24/7.
Oh, 100%.
But
Like
thanks
I
to
can't.
Entertainment Magazine, because they did a complete timeline of her
Yeah,
Twitter events, which helped me out a lot because there
love
were
that.
a lot. And it
Oh,
started in April 6, 2012, where she was arrested for driving under the influence and pulled over after hitting a stopped police car. And then she refused a test that said if it was drugs or alcohol. And then 4 days later, she was accused of hitting another car on April 10th on the freeway, and then she fled the scene.
oh
Okay, so
my
that sets up where she
gosh.
is.
Oh God. Of course, a few months after, she was formally charged with the DUI, and then she tweeted Barack Obama, "Hey Barack Obama, I don't drink. Please fire the cop who arrested me. I also don't hit and run." The end. She also called him and Michelle ugly, and she pled not guilty.
Yeah.
Oh, blessed be.
That was just one of her many offensive tweets.
Oh my gosh. And then a few months after that, she was accused of another hit and run. It just
Yes.
sounds like this girl needs to get her license revoked at this point.
I think she did. She got it
Oh
revoked a month
my
later.
gosh.
So she got charged with 2 counts of hit and run and faced up to a year in jail but pleaded not guilty.
Oh no.
And then
I
she was,
think that's something you just can't plead guilty to. There's like no, like
yeah,
there's evidence.
yeah, you can't, like, there's cameras. Like, they see
Oh
you
my
crashing
God.
into people. And then she
That's
got pulled over
wild.
for driving with a suspended license basically 10 days later on September 16th. And then her driving privileges were revoked.
Oh my gosh. So apparently, following that, Lindsay Lohan was upset that Amanda wasn't put in jail, but she was. And then Lindsay tweeted, "Why did I get put in jail and a Nickelodeon star had no punishment so far? These are the moments that I appreciate my life experiences, living without regrets, and Disney for supporting me as an actress." What the heck?
I miss Twitter. I was reading
Oh
these, I was like,
yeah.
man, I miss when celebrities would just say
Honestly,
whatever they had on their mind.
no filters. Like this is comedy gold and pure entertainment.
I
You can't
thought
make
that
this
would
stuff up.
be a good episode, was just the best moments from Twitter.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have
Yeah,
to. We're gonna
because
have to for sure. Oh,
after
that
reading
will be
these,
perfect.
yeah, Amanda will be in a couple of the spots.
Oh, she'll be up there,
Yeah.
if not one of the top ones. Oh, that's so funny. And then I guess in September 20th of 2012, oh, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Amanda tells People magazine that she's doing amazing. She is starting a fashion line and moving to New York, taking a page from the Olsen's book, question mark.
Which I thought maybe she was inspired by them. She's like, because they started around the same time. They both had the, like, fame. She's like, oh,
Yeah,
they're doing
no.
good with, they started with a fashion line. Maybe I'll do that.
Honestly, I hate to say it, but that's probably the case because, like, I'm sure, like, again, like, you hear about it with celebrities in this day and age. Like, a lot of these girls are pitted against each other and, like, they're, doing all these makeup brands and, like, you're trying to get better than that makeup brand, like, that kind of thing. Like, I'm
Oh my God.
sure.
Oh my gosh.
What?
The celebrity fashion brands are now the makeup brands. Because remember how it was just like every
Oh,
celebrity had
yes,
a fashion brand, and now they all have makeup brands.
100%. No, it's actually wild. Yeah, fashion isn't what it used to be like back in the early 2000s. It's much different now. Like, it's more skincare and
Hmm.
like lighter.
Yeah, they
Well,
pivoted.
yeah, they did.
But the
Look,
same
that's
day,
times.
she told the magazine she was gonna start a fashion line. She also said she doesn't drink. And then someone from Amanda's gym during this time said Amanda stripped to her pushless strapless bra in a spin class, pulled out her makeup kit, and then exited the class after 10 minutes after touching up her eyeliner and lipstick.
My gosh,
Which,
she's
if that was
untamed.
today, there would be like 1,000 videos of it.
Absolutely.
And
She's so
everyone doing a think
lucky.
piece about Amanda Bynes,
Oh
essentially.
my gosh, that's wild. Wow. The day
I
after
thought,
that,
yeah.
you can read that one.
September 21st is then TMZ reports that Amanda was dropped by her lawyer, publicist, and agent, and they quit after not being able to get in touch with her for another like a whole month. But they said up until then she was a dream client, so she just went from 0 to 100.
Dang, that's actually wild. Like you can see like her downfall is like slowly progressing at this
Yeah,
point because
it's
in
just a matter of
November.
time.
Oh, well, yeah, no,
Hmm.
100%. Because I guess again now like about a month and a half later, November 1st, 2012, she said she would sue In Touch for printing a story about her walking around a tanning salon completely naked and wants the press to respect her privacy. I'm 26, a multi-millionaire retired. What?
This is that's
Girl,
not. She walks around naked later too. Like, it's just her thing. She
I
strips when
I think
she's
maybe it's the drugs hitting her head or something. She's not thinking logically or something,
the drugs with the
you know?
mental disorders.
Yeah, the ones that sent her hallucinate. relations
Oh,
about her
yeah.
body.
And she thinks she has clothes on or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know much about drugs, but maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Like, what? Jeez,
Then
that's
December,
crazy.
she reached a settlement for two hit and run accidents. And then
Oh
she was
my God.
quiet until January, January 16th of 2013.
A month.
Yeah, she posted a photo on Tumblr of her cheek piercing, which I remember.
Oh,
Because everyone's like, what is
yeah.
Amanda doing?
Yeah. Most infamous like moment of like that kind of thing for me was her heart tattoo on her cheek.
Yeah.
It's still a rough one for me. But I guess in March of 2013, I guess March 7th, because there's a few March
Yeah.
things, she tweets that she created the phrase illy and LOLOL, which
ILY. I love you.
I love you.
Yeah, Illy.
I just have,
But then in March 22nd, she tweets that she wants Drake to murder her vagina, which I think is the most well remembered tweet of
Diabolical.
hers.
Yeah. Oh my God, did Drake respond to that?
I don't
Do we
remember.
know? I don't think he would, but that's diabolical. Oh my, Amanda.
He probably was asked about it.
Oh my gosh. Wow, girlfriend. Oh wow.
And he
Well,
did.
he did respond?
Yeah, but it was over a different tweet. She
Oh.
tweeted a lot to
Yeah, she
him.
was a chronic tweeter back in the day because literally 6 days after she tweeted that to Drake, she also tweets that she's suing US Weekly and Perez Hilton for continuing to act like I'm doing something wrong by tweeting and walking to photo shoots. F you.
I think she did say fuck you, but I just put the dots.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's hilarious.
And then April 2nd of 2013. This I would say 2012 to 2013 were her most.
Crazy.
She was photographed walking around Manhattan and she claims it was an imposter because her hair is blonde and she has never been a redhead, but then people it was technically pink. And people said her mugshot like that just happened had she had pink hair, so people think it was her.
Gosh, if I see her wanting to sue in April 5th, 2013, she said she's going to sue magazines again for saying she has mental illness, wants them to only use photos of her from her Twitter account, which I know she wasn't posting the best photos of
I think
herself
it's
on
her body
Twitter.
dysmorphia.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that's definitely an issue of hers, but I think it's something bigger. She's got to be on
Yeah.
hardcore drugs or something.
But then she buzzed half her hair 20 days later and she said she was inspired by the singer Cassie.
Well, to each their own, I say.
And then in May, she tells In Touch, "I have no clue why people say I'm insane. Every time I've heard it, it's come from an ugly person's mouth, so I don't care." She loves to
Oh,
call people
girlfriend.
ugly.
I think she's projecting.
Yeah, I think she
Like
has a
she's
lot of
feeling
self hate.
insecure. Yeah, for sure. A lot of self-hate. In May 2nd, 2013, Jenny McCarthy tweets, police are at Amanda Bynes' house. I hope they get her help. Enough of the circus. She needs help. Bynes then tweets at Jenny, calling her ugly
I told
and
you.
an old lady and looks 80 compared to me. Jenny then apologized to Amanda, and Amanda accepted. Oh my gosh, girlfriend, she's bipolar or something. Amanda then responds with, thanks. I'm sorry I offended you. You're just beautiful. I was lying. I'll delete our tweets. Wow.
I know. And then
Wow.
after that, she tweeted she got a nose job 3 days
Oh,
later.
love that. Love that. That's pure gold.
Then
Four days after that,
yeah,
you can go.
she pleads no contest to driving with a suspended license, and then is sentenced to 3 years of probation and paid a $1,400 fine, which I thought was pretty cheap for
Yeah,
hitting not only a cop car but like another car.
for
I was like, at least
sure.
should be like 10,000.
That's honestly wild. Of course, it just is never ending right now because on May
Yeah,
22nd, 2013, In Touch goes inside Amanda's house and it claims she slept on a bare mattress. Her windows were being spray painted black and the floors were covered in bags of pot,
I'm gonna try to find
which
those photos.
explains a lot. You know
Yeah,
what to think
she's
about that?
definitely crashing out. Because
super
then
badly.
a day later, she was arrested for throwing. These magazines also, I feel like, encouraged it, but
Oh, for sure. For sure.
because she was just they were being very irresponsible. Then Amanda was arrested for throwing a bong out of a 36th floor window, which could have killed somebody. Oh, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
And then she was taken to. This is the first time I hear about her being taken to Roosevelt, like for like a hospital
Yeah.
for a psychiatric evaluation, and then she heads to court the next morning, which I remember this picture because she had on that crazy blonde wig and she was wearing all white.
Yes, 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 yes. I do remember that as well. That was infamous.
But the mugshot was her natural hair, but shorter and brown, and then she told the judge she threw a vase, which I don't get how that's any better. I mean,
That,
you could have
yeah,
killed someone either way.
I agree. Oh my gosh.
And then,
Well,
yep,
are we on May 25th?
yeah.
Okay, do you want to read this one or do you want me
Okay.
to?
Yeah. So then she tweets on May 25th that all the reports were all lies and police found no pot on her and said one of the officers sexually harassed her by slapping her vagina. I know it made me like it makes you cringe. And not
It
in a
does. It does. In
not
like
in
the
like oh
saddest way
that's like
possible.
it's not like a like embarrassing way, but like a
Like I'm
cringe.
just it's a genuine cringe, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like this is where the phrase cringing came from kind of
Yeah.
thing. But this next tweet from her on a day later on May 26th, she's tweeting to Rihanna, Chris Brown beat you because you're not pretty enough. And
That she almost
she
named.
almost named her new dog Rihanna. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Rihanna then replied, "You see what happens when they cancel intervention." Oh
Rihanna
geez.
was very active on Twitter back then too. I remember when she clapped back at Kendall Jenner.
Oh heck yeah. Oh
Yeah.
wait, I forgot about that whole beef.
Yeah. I thought it was
Oh my
funny.
gosh. Because there was also something between I think ASAP Rocky and Kendall Jenner for a hot second, right? Yeah, oof.
Yeah, that was weird.
Oh.
But then she also tweets that day, she tweeted Rihanna that she's
Hmm.
suing her family for money laundering, unethical manager work. And she's no longer speaking to her parents, and she said she'd rather them be homeless than live off my money, and then she went wig shopping.
My gosh. It's just like never ending for her.
I know. And then
Ah,
May
gosh, here in
27th.
yeah, she's just suing more people, or she's at least
Well,
tweeting
I
about
think
suing more
she's
people.
suing, air quotes. You
Yeah,
know, I'll
yeah.
sue you, and then they never do.
Well, she in May 27th of 2013 tweeted that she's suing the NYPD for illegally entering her apartment, lying about drugs. Oh, excuse me. Let me quote her. Illegally entering my apartment, lying about drugs on me, and lying about me tampering with non existent drug paraphernalia. Then I'm suing for being put into mental health hospital against my will. Then getting locked up overnight for coming home after a facial and working out with my trainer like the good girl that I am. Oh my gosh.
I know.
She also stated that she's allergic to drugs and alcohol. And she goes, I'm looking forward to a long, wonderful career as a singer slash rapper. Oh my gosh.
And then she
What is she
said
on?
Rihanna's tweets were fake. So she's like, that never happened.
Oh yeah, she's hardcore, like going to different universes or something on these
I'm
drugs
surprised they
because
didn't get her in a conservatorship in this time. But
this
it
is
took
like,
another year before they were able to.
yeah, like this is one of those cases that I'm like, yeah, she 100% needed to be on one. Like this is
Hmm.
wild. Because a day after that, she claims that
Yeah.
she's suing TMZ and the officer for sexually harassing her. She won't press charges against the cop, though, because his punishment will be being the cop who sexually harassed someone who would never find him handsome enough to be my boyfriend.
See,
Bro, she's
she
got
insults
something on
people
looks.
by their looks. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And she thinks that's like going to be the thing that offends
Like
them in a
hurts
way.
them. Because it
Yeah,
hurt her, probably.
for sure. I agree.
But
Gosh,
then
that's so sad because she's so naturally pretty, too.
she was gorgeous. I thought she was so
Yeah,
pretty. And then in
sad.
July, she got hospitalized after setting fire in an elderly woman's driveway.
What the
So it went
actual
from like
frick?
tweeting and throwing a bong out the window to setting a fire. And
Okay, I
then,
was just
yeah,
about to say, when's this conservatorship coming? I
the
think that
next
was the
month,
last straw.
yeah, her mom was granted a temporary conservatorship over Amanda and like her money because they found out like she was spending large amounts of money in her savings on herself and other people like strangers. And she is a risk to herself, others, and property.
Jeez.
And then she was placed October. of 2014. So this is a year later. And this is when the conservatorship was made permanent. She was placed in
Good.
a psychiatric hold after, oh my god, I forgot about all this. After posting a bunch of tweets claimed her dad had sexually, physically, and verbally abused her, and then placed a microchip in her brain. So that was kind of like the final straw. And then a month later, in November, she announced. And then I was like, okay, like she clearly had something. So she announced she was diagnosed with bipolar manic
Okay.
depressive disorder and was seeing a
Okay.
psychologist and psychiatrist weekly, which made me wonder why so many celebrity kids are diagnosed with bipolar disorder.
Oh, that's
Because isn't
fascinating.
Miley have one? Miley Cyrus. She. I
Oh,
think she talked
I
about it with
don't
Selena
know.
Gomez.
I think Demi Lovato is bipolar.
Yeah, and Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez is too?
Yeah,
Okay, we're gonna have
I
to do an
think,
episode
right?
on that. Honestly, that's actually wild to think about.
But yeah, so Selena Gomez had bipolar. She does have bipolar disorder, and I
Oh
could
my
like, if I'm gonna
gosh.
take a guess, Justin Bieber probably has it too.
Probably.
Which makes, and I'm like, all these child stars have, and I would love to know if there's research on that. I didn't look into it because I was trying to find stuff on Amanda Bynes, but I think that it was interesting. She also has bipolar disorder,
Wild.
and I'm sure other kids too that we don't know. But then after that, she got on some medication, and then she was trying to get her life together, which she tried. I just feel like there's no coming back. Like Lindsay Lohan can do it though. I think she could but I think Amanda needs. Okay, I'll start with the
I
thing. She needs to
No, no,
talk
you're good.
about what happened. I think to in order to heal.
Yeah. I just think I never say never for a lot of people, especially I feel like in her case where like it's clear that like some deep rooted therapy will
Something
really help her, and something obviously, I mean,
did she obviously went through something like if anyone listened to the Amanda Bynes episode, she obviously went through a lot of stuff just on that set alone.
yeah, for
And I can't imagine
sure.
what happened to her after when she was still relatively young.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no, that traumatizes you, and especially when you're that young, you don't even process it
Because you
as
don't
well.
really, you know it's bad, but you don't know why it's bad or
Yeah,
how bad it
exactly.
is.
Sad. It's
But in
sad.
November of 2018, she did try to come back more put together. So that was when we talked about the paper magazine cover story, and they commented how like she's looking well, and she talked about her drug use, and she said she started using weed at the age of 16, and she only did cocaine 3 times, which I do not believe her.
Oh my gosh.
There's a blind item I remember hearing about how she was doing lines of coke at a party, and then she like accidentally broke something, and then she blamed it on someone else, and that person got fired.
Oh,
So I don't believe the cocaine for three. I mean, that blind item could be wrong. It's all like alleged, so we don't know. But and then she said she learned on the set of Hairspray, Adderall could be used to stay thin, and so she obtained a prescription by faking ADD symptoms, which I feel like she doesn't have to fake it. She seems like a relatively hyper person, just from like her
oh my God.
characters.
No, I agree. I feel like she's got to be ADD based off those tweets. Like the
And then
impulsivity on
yeah.
those. Girl, please.
And then her
Sorry, keep
place
going.
just being a mess with like a mattress on the floor. So then she did talk about how she was embarrassed and ashamed from all the things she posted on Twitter, and she wished she could just go back in time. And I do too. Because I feel like if she crashed out privately, she'd have a better chance of coming back. But celebrity crash outs are really rarely private.
I It's just a sad thing, honestly, because they're super public, which just I feel like heightens the after effects of these crash outs and is just worse for the healing journey.
I think she also said she was going to go cosmetology school.
Oh, well, I hope she does, even if she
She
hasn't.
also she graduated from her fashion school, I believe. Yep, she graduated in 2019.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I was like, okay, she's trying. Like I feel bad for her. Like I do.
Yeah.
Like Lindsay Lohan, I don't know why I didn't feel as bad for her as I do for Amanda Bynes.
Yeah, you know what, Loki, I agree. I think it's probably because of all the crap she went.
Nickelodeon stuff.
Yeah,
Well, because
yeah.
like we said, Disney, I feel like yeah, they went through stuff, but I
Protected
feel like
them
the
better.
sets were stricter
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
and they
for
were more
sure.
business. While Nickelodeons were just like there were no rules or regulations, and they
For
just did
sure,
whatever they
for
wanted.
sure.
But
Oh my
after she
gosh, but this next
graduated,
phase is
yeah.
wild. Take it away, girl.
So on Valentine's Day of 2020, pre-COVID, she announced she was engaged to Paul Michael. And then in that May of 2020, she said they were expecting a child, but Amanda's attorney was like, no, they're not. So she lied about that. But then 2 years later, she was able to file to end her conservatorship, and the judge approved it, which is good. So things were looking up. But
I
then,
just don't know how
yeah,
of hers over Britney Spears. What? I'm so
I think
sorry.
because she
What?
can. Well, have you seen Britney on Instagram and everything?
I
I
think that
think.
that was after the like because
Well,
they did
also
wild things to her.
Britney had Lou Taylor, and that's kind of why
True,
she had a
true,
heart. And then Amanda's parents genuinely seemed like they were just trying to. So they probably were like,
true.
"Yeah, she's doing good. Like she doesn't need to be this."
Yeah, it's true.
But in July of that year, she called off. Well, it came out that the engagement was off since 2021, but they chose to stay in the relationship. And Amanda said that Michael used cocaine and looked at mom and son porn. And then he broke all of Amanda's pictures and hid a salmon under his mom's bed. And I was like, where is she finding these people? But they were spotted together in December of 2022. So
Oh
she was
my
still hanging out with
gosh,
him.
my jaw's to the floor. What the heck?
I
Okay, so
like
wait, this is
shivered
when
when
she
I heard
announced
that
she
because
was.
it was so icky. Yeah.
Oh my
I
God,
mixed
gag
up the
me.
Fashion Institute and cosmetology school. So
Oh,
she
you're
did,
fine. It's similar.
yeah, she announced she was going to cosmetology school in
Oh
October of
man.
2022.
And then March 18th, 2023, she was set to attend 90s Con in Hartford, Connecticut, but dropped out due to an undisclosed illness, was placed on psychiatric hold after she was spotted wandering the streets naked
I
again. Oh
remember this
my
because
gosh.
I remember seeing videos of her, and I was like, I really hope someone nice find, because there were just people taking videos of her and being like, "Are you Amanda Bynes?" And I was like, hoping that the someone who found her was someone nice, and then they just took care of her when she was wandering around naked. Like some like nice girl just was like, "Here, just sit in my car" or something. And then we
Anyways,
didn't hear less about her after that. Michael
yeah.
said she was off her meds leading up to the event. And then that December, she launched a podcast called The Amanda Bynes and Paul Semensky,
I
the
remember
podcast.
this.
But only one episode came out. Yeah, they only did one episode, and then they're like, okay, it's tabled for now.
Oh my God, I love that.
And then Amanda, in that March of 2024, she provided an update on her mental health. And she said she spent the past months dealing with depression, but she's doing better. I hope she is. But then in that October, she collabed with fashion designer Babbitt, and they created a t-shirt and shorts that sold out.
Which is awesome.
That
And
made me happy
then,
for her. Yeah.
yeah, like, what?
Anything, just anything good, please happen to Amanda
I
Bynes.
know,
Because I
you
remember,
just hope.
did you see her art show recently?
I didn't know.
She did an art show, um, and like the people who came to it were very respectful, and you could tell she was trying her hardest to be like. And I know it makes you sad because she was such a charismatic, you know, actress and
That's
girl.
just
Like
depressing as all heck because you just know that if she was in a different environment when she was younger,
she was more
she would not
protected. If she
be
never did the Amanda show, I think
probably, yeah,
she
she
might
probably could have
be.
had a fun, successful career, you know?
Yeah, she'd be like. What am I trying to think of?
Mm,
Can't think of
there's
anyone.
not many to choose from,
Yeah, I was like,
unfortunately.
who's successful from?
Maybe the Maori sisters?
Ooh, like maybe on SNL. She could have like went to go on SNL and then Oh, I would love that alternative life path.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know. But then April 15th of this year, she created an OnlyFans. But she said it was just to talk to her fans, nothing sleazy, which Amanda. And then there's a blind that she made six figures the first 24 hours. And then I know that's a lot of money. I was like, I didn't look too much into that one because I didn't want to find anything I didn't want to see. And then of June this year, she talked about Exempic, and she says, "So excited! I'm 173 now, so I hope to get down to like 130, which would be awesome. So I look better in paparazzi pictures." Which she's still obsessed with her appearance in a bad
Oh,
way.
she's got severe body dysmorphia. Cause like I'm sorry, but I just don't. I think she looks fine the way she is. Like I don't think
Yeah, she looks normal.
she looks healthy. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that's
I mean
really
healthy,
sad. Oh well, yeah, yeah, yeah.
healthy as she can.
Yes, exactly. Ah, yeah. So as of right now, we don't unfortunately have a happy ending like we did
Happy
for Lindsay
ending.
Lohan
Yeah,
or um Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen, I guess per se.
yeah.
This one is we're still oh,
But
praying to Jesus.
um, there were when I looked at the blinds for her, there were a lot about her talking about how she was gonna come out and talk about what happened to her, and that was a
Oh,
common
let's
theme in
hope.
her blinds for years. Even like, and then there was one about the quiet on set. Remember that documentary?
Yeah, let's hope. I mean, that
And
would explain a lot of things.
it said she was asked to be on it, but and then she was like paralyzed, like she stuck in a freeze state after that for like a week. Because the thought of talking about it just made her,
Hmm,
like
yeah.
she couldn't I don't she's not there yet. I hope she does eventually get there and write a tell-all book and just slap Dan Schneider's face on the front.
Absolutely. That and anybody else who like harmed her
I can't even
emotionally or
imagine.
physically.
Yeah.
It's really sad, but again, it's one of those things that's unfortunately growing up in Hollywood, and I think that honestly, um, it's good. I feel like that we're learning from all of these stars, and I think these
Well, hopefully
future
the kids
celebrity,
going few. Yeah.
I think they're doing
They.
better. I genuinely feel like you see these younger generations of actors and celebrities, Hollywood, etc., doing a lot better. There's safer environments. There's more
You
there's
can't
more
get away with as
activists.
much
Yeah,
now as you could back then.
exactly. Exactly.
And now that
So,
people are more aware of like what goes on behind the scenes, you can't get away with like
for
anything
sure, for
versus like
sure.
pre-COVID.
Yeah, no, 100%, but yeah, so on a
Well,
lighter
sorry
note,
to bum everyone out.
right?
One of our favorite actresses is still not doing that great, but we're hoping she gets there. But next week, we're gonna do fun. Our next three episodes are actually very upbeat and fun because we realized having like after Lindsay Lohan, then the Olsen twins, and then Amanda, we're like, wow, lots of sad kind of bummers. Thank you so much for listening to our
Yes.
slightly depressing episode, but hopefully
Yes.
informative.
Next one will be so much more positive.
High school music. Wait, I didn't do it right. I'm trying to do the in the last movie, and they're like
What's
high
it?
school.
Yes.
Okay.
Woo! But yes, tune in for our next episode, which will be High School Musical, and we will see you guys then.
Bye.
Bye.